Welcome to another exciting episode of Million Dollar Bogan. Today we're talking drones, and nobody knows more about crashing a drone than myself. This is drone number 26 in 5 years I've owned. But today I'm gonna do a review. It won't be comprehensive. I'll leave that for the techs. I'm gonna do what I call a layman's review, one that you can understand. These are some of my drones. So this is the Mavic 2, which is a very good drone. I've used that for a few years now. And look at that battery. Imagine throwing that at someone in the head. It'd be like a brick. But these are some of my drones. So most of these are broken now. I've crashed and broken over 20. So I'm not proud of that, but I've had them stuck in trees. I've lost them in the Himalayas in India. I lost one in the Arctic. I was flying and I was videoing some surfers at the beach, and I was talking to a guy next to me, and then the screen went blank on the controller. I hit return to home and the drone never came home. In about 45 minutes of just staring at my screen, I realized that I'd just flown the drone into the water. Another time I got a brand new drone and I thought I'd test how far I could fly it out to sea. And I ignored the warnings for it to return home. I just thought I'd push the envelope, and yeah, I didn't make it home. I saw it slowly go into the water. That was its first flight. Another time I sat a drone on a jet ski and I was taking a picture of the drone for a thumbnail for YouTube, and a little wave came and the drone rocked and the drone fell into the water. Yeah, salt water and drones don't go well together. I've had my dog ate a drone. It ran off with the gimbal. Yeah. I tried to fly the drone with no gimbal, but the footage wasn't very good. We're going to talk about this bad boy. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to charge it up. But listen, here's the point. This is why my review is going to be a good review. Because 5 things I'm going to talk about. This is all we care about. I'm a YouTuber. I get off, and I'm a motor vlogger, Harley Davidson around the world. I get off, I pull the drone out. We're going to talk about, we're just going to put it in auto settings. All I ever use, you know what? Auto. Aperture, what the hell's that? Potato. We're not that high tech. You don't need to be that high tech. Any footage you've ever seen of mine on YouTube has been in auto, and then I color correct it, a little bit of color grading, post-production, and that's good enough, okay? This is not a Hollywood production. Vlogging is not about a Hollywood production. Vlogging is actually about storytelling. It's not about the gear you have, it's about storytelling. But let me just say this. 5 things I'm going to talk about is this. Number 1 is the quality. Okay, I'm going to be filming in 1080p, okay? Now this drone will now film at 200 frames. What that basically means is your slow motion can be quite slow and it won't be jittery, okay? So if you're filming 30 frames, you can't really slow-mo, 50 frames you can a bit, 100 frames you can, but 200 frames, we should get really good slow motion on the new Mavic 3, okay? That's the first thing, okay? Second thing is battery life. How annoying. You know, they say you can get 28 to 30 minutes on these bad boys. I call bullshit. You more like get about 16 to 20 minutes. They're saying that you get 46 minutes. 46 minutes on the new drone. I call bullshit. I'm going to fly it and we're going to test it. I'm going to set a timer. Let's see how many minutes we actually get of flight time. Quality is important. We're going to test. The slow motion, we're going to test. The battery life, we're going to test. And most importantly, the active track. Active track is when the drone will follow you. Let's see how good that is, because it's sort of newish technology. It's been around for a while, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm also going to see how fast this drone will actually go. The Mavic 2 flies at about 67 to 70 kilometers an hour maximum, but it does depend on the wind. I'm only filming in 1080p. Now, people say this all the time to me. They say, why do you film in 1080? I'll tell you why I film everything in 1080. Because the quality is bloody good, okay? But first and foremost is when you've got to extract that footage. If you're filming 4K, extract it from a memory card onto your computer, and if you try and edit in Adobe Pro, on the fly, you're in a hotel room traveling overseas, to download that footage, to render that footage, takes about 5 times longer than to render, say, footage in 1080p. 1080p is what most people watch on TV. 1080 is enough. That's going to be the testing today, and guess what? I'm not sponsored because nobody sponsors me at all. So this will be a no bullshit review. How about that? I'm going to tell you the truth. All right, let's get this bad boy open. First of all, that is a big bag. Look at the difference. That's that one. So with all DJI products, the quality is good. Oh, that's the drone. Wow. I just got to say, with DJI products, when you pull something like this brand new, it just, I know I was laughing about the feel, but this is heavy, but it just feels like quality. How's the camera? There's a lot of specs about the camera. They're very detailed. I have no idea what they mean. Who cares? Just use auto. Auto setting is perfect. Okay. This drone is bigger than number 2. Quite a bit bigger. Obstacle avoidance is really important. That's why you shouldn't really put it in sport mode because it doesn't work. But have a look. I think it's called Omni obstacle avoidance. It's 360 degrees. So you've got sensors here, sensors there, and sensors underneath, and sensors on top, I think. So really, there's no excuse for crashing this drone. Isn't it weird? We're just living in the future now. Like I'd see things like this in books as a kid, and that's the battery charger. We'll charge 3 batteries. So that's good. That's good. 8 sets of propellers, which is good. Normally you don't get that many, so they're giving you 8 propellers. So the combo pack comes with 3 batteries, which is awesome. So that's a total of nearly 2.5 hours flight time. That's all you need. Well, we'll see. We'll see about the flight time, won't we? Oh, controller. Okay. I'm going to set the drone to auto, to 1080p, and to 200 frames. So I've set the maximum altitude to 500 meters, maximum distance, no limit, done all that. The drone was easy to link. There was no problem there. It's all pretty automatic. Just learning about it, video. So check this out, master shots. So when I click on master shots, it says feature coming soon. When I click on this thing here, quick shots, feature coming soon. Hyperlapse, feature coming soon. Panoramic, feature coming soon. So on the Mavic 2, you've got all those quick shots and, well, where's Active Track? Okay, let's update it. Okay, so the update's massive. It gives me optimized flight safety, 120 frames. There's explore mode, I'm gonna find out what that is. Increased maximum flight speed and a few other things. I've still gotta find out where Active Track is. So Houston, guess what? We have a problem. I'm looking for the quick shot mode where it does a spiral and shoot off. I'm looking for the Active Track mode. I'm looking for all the modes that you have in the Mavic 2, and it just says this feature is not available yet. So I've updated the firmware, updated everything, and I've just found January. So in another couple of months, you'll be able to download all the cool features. Like there's no Active Track. I think that's a bit misleading. You know the quick shot modes, which was so cool. You know, you can get it to circle you or get it to sort of boomerang mode. No, there's none of that. The combo pack cost $4,200.
What is not there though is Active Track. Any form of Active Track, if you try to go and find it in the menus, or if you simply try to highlight an object as you normally would to start active tracking, that's not there.
Sorry, but that's crap. I can't believe I bought a drone and it doesn't have that in it. Why did they release it?
Hyperlapse is coming in January 22. It's not there today. All the quick shot modes, droney, circle, helix, rocket, boomerang, all the things that are in that $299 Mini SE are not there today.
Let's go, click on that, 4K, 180. Look at that, 120 frames. So that's good, I can film at 120 frames, so that's called the slow motion. So it doesn't have all the features of the old Mavic Pro 2 yet, but I'm going to tell you something, DJI. I reckon it's disappointing that you're releasing a drone that's over $4,000 and all the good stuff, Active Track, the boomerang effect, the circling effect, all these preset things that make the drone this awesome robotic, this flying robot. It's not in there. Just setting up the drone for its first flight. Okay, so I've got my controller ready to go. There's the drone. I'm set at 120 frames and I'm just gonna start the timer on my clock. 1 second. So we're just gonna take off now, the timer's set. So I've just landed the drone critically low, as you can see. And let's go to the timer. 22 minutes. 46-minute flight time, and I got 22 minutes. There it is. That's the honest God to truth. I had it in all different modes. I had it in fast mode, cinematic mode. But from the moment I took off, full battery, to the moment I lasted, 22 minutes. Half of what they're saying. Maybe that's 46 minutes just sitting in one spot. That battery performance, sorry, wasn't great. So it's day 2 of testing. I'm actually going to head down to the waterfront, Geelong waterfront, and fly the drone. I can't believe that there was only 22 minutes of flight time. So I'm going to do a couple of tests. It's not really windy today, so it was quite windy yesterday, but it's got to be better than 22 minutes. I also want to play around more with the zoom lens. I've just watched some YouTube things, so we'll check out the zoom. I got to say, and I know I'll keep saying it, I'm pretty annoyed that it doesn't have the active track feature, and you can't use any of the preset drone settings like the spiral effect or the circle effect. I mean, these things make your drone cinematography look amazing. I mean, you know what's bizarre is I've watched probably 3 or 4 reviews now, and no one's actually really raised this apart from one guy. There must be a lot of people sponsored by DJI. I mean, why don't you give me a free drone and I'll lie about how great it is. Jesus, I'm stuck telling the truth. It's on the Geelong waterfront. It's gorgeous. Look at the Christmas tree. Tell you what, Geelong was known as such a bogan town. If you don't know what the word bogan is, it's like redneck, but now look at it. It's becoming an exclusive place to live. It's about 45 minutes to Melbourne, and it's the second biggest city in Victoria. But this is Corio Bay. It is stunning. I've got my drone. Lots of boats. It's early morning. Should get some nice footage, and hopefully the flight time is a lot longer. So I'm playing around with the zoom settings. So this is zoomed in at 28 times, and see that guy fishing there. It's a bit like a spy camera. I mean, the zoom is incredible. It's a digital zoom, so I don't know how clear that's going to come out. Been flying for 29 minutes, so a bit better, and it's got about a minute 20 left before it crashes. So we're gonna get, okay, we're at 30 minutes now, but you would have landed by now. So I got 40 seconds left before it crashes. Okay, so that's a real-time test, 46 minutes, there's virtually no wind, just using the drone. I don't know where they get 46 minutes from, that's bullshit. I call bullshit.